And it's Indiana in the Morning here on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Good advice, Beth Finegan.
I'm telling you, that's great advice.
You bet. You bet. All right, so our visit with Beth Finegan from the Indiana County Humane Society, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. You ever done any wiring in your lifetime?
I personally haven't, because I've hired people that are electricians to do it.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
Yep.
I have done wiring in the past, and anybody that's done it has tried to take a shortcut or two, and they've been bit by the electricity. I've been bit more than once. But
You have to be careful.
yeah, there you go. Hey, Beth, let's talk a little pet news. The National Dog Show is tomorrow.
I know. How exciting is that?
Yeah.
I mean, Thanksgiving is good enough on its own, but all the other parts of it, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the National Dog Show, just make that day amazing.
Yeah, they really, really do. And we're getting down toward the end of the year. And I know that, this is a really busy time for everybody. Some folks might be considering pet adoptions, but you have to be careful when you do that. That's not something to enter into lightly. And I know that you folks at the Humane Society, you're very, very concerned that you have a good match, a good combination of potential pet owners and the pets themselves.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it starts when you fill out the application, and we just want to make sure that when a pet is adopted, that it's going to be successful. And I know we talked about it before, Todd, but there's the 3-3-3 rule. Mm-hmm. It takes about 3 days for that pet to relax into their new home, about 3 weeks to get into the routine of the new family that the pet is with, and then about 3 months to really feel like he's a part of that family.
Yeah.
And we recommend that you work with a trainer. We certainly can provide resources for that. If you have any questions, you can always call the Humane Society. We're happy to help. We want to make those adoptions as positive as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but we do want to encourage people that if they are considering adding a pet to their family, that the Humane Society be their first stop.
Oh, absolutely. Please consider rescuing one of the pets at the shelter. We have wonderful dogs and cats. We even have a guinea pig available for adoption. You can see all the pets that are available for adoption on our website. Or certainly you can come to the shelter when we are open to the public and look at them. We have a little tablet that describes each of the pets. When you are considering adoption, once you have your application approved, we set up appointment times for you to come visit with the cats or dogs that you're interested in. And hopefully that establishes a good connection, and these pets can find their forever homes.
Yeah. Well, at the Humane Society, of course, at the shelter, you take such great care of those pets, and it's a wonderful thing that you're doing. But that does take money, so one of the things that you must constantly do is search for the resources that are going to enable you to do what you do and to keep the doors open at the shelter. And I know you get toward the end of the year, and you want to encourage people that if they have a few pennies that they would like to distribute somewhere to help someone in need. There's a someone little pet somewhere that could use the help, and Humane Society shelter. You'd love to have some folks make a year-end donation or two.
Oh, most definitely. We are really facing tough financial times, and we want to keep our shelter door open. And donations, monetary donations, are crucial for that. Todd, it costs $1,500 a day for us to operate the shelter, and that comes out to over $547,000 a year.
Wow.
And that covers costs like when we do a rescue. Often there's some medical conditions, maybe a broken leg or something that needs to be addressed urgently, and we have those veterinary bills to pay, but also then just the daily costs of food and vaccinations and medicines, and then, of course, paying our wonderful staff who care for these animals day in and day out and give them the best possible life under our shelter roof. So it costs money, and we don't get money from national organizations like the Humane Society of the United States. All our money comes from our supporters who donate and our fundraising. And of course, we do a lot of that too. But right now, we're really appealing to our community to support us through monetary donations. They can be mailed to the shelter or brought into the shelter at 191 Airport Road. They can be made through our website. There's buttons you can click to make donations. So there are lots of ways to support us. And, we are just working so hard for the animals that are under our care and certainly for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. So if folks do have some money that they could help you to fulfill that mission, that would be a great thing for them to do.
Very much so.
Yeah. One of the other things that we think about with the shelter is, germs are unseeable. And so the cleaning requirements when you have so many pets are very stringent. It's a regulated thing, and you need to make sure that you're doing everything you possibly can to avoid the spread of disease from one animal to another. And so you are very, very meticulous about keeping the place spick and span, and sometimes it requires actual spick and span and other goods.
Yeah, exactly, Todd. And our staff is just amazing. Every morning, 7 days a week, every morning, they go in there, they clean out all the kennels, they clean out where the cats are, and they mop our floors, they clean everything. So to prevent the spread of disease, shelter, there's so many animals there. We have to have that as our number one priority to keep our animals happy and healthy, and certainly also our staff. So it requires a lot of cleaning products. I mean, you just brought that up, and that's something that we don't take lightly. So we have a beautiful shelter, and thank you so much to all the supporters over the years that have made the shelter what it is today. And we are so proud of it, and we just want to keep those doors open.
Sure. So people can make monetary donations. That's most needed by the Humane Society. They can also make donations of materials that can help to care for the pets, whether it's cleaning or other things like blankets and things of that nature.
Yep, and they can see a supply list on our website if they're interested in doing that.
And volunteers are always sought.
Yes, very much so.
I'm sure that you'd love to have some folks come out and help. And you'd love to make it fun for folks as well when you do fundraising events. And you've had a bunch of those lately.
We have.
And I'm sure that you're planning, of course, others that are going to be coming up shortly.
We sure are. Well, I'll remind the community that we always have our Sunday bingo games. They're held at the Indiana Elks on South 13th Street. Doors open at 4:30. The games start at 6. They're a lot of fun, lots of ways to win money, not only through bingo, but we do strip ticket games, and, we have a good time with those. But I'd like to announce that we are having our first Super Bingo on Groundhog Day, which is Sunday, February 2nd. It'll be at the Indiana Elks. Doors will open at noon. The games will start at 1:15. And we're having $2,000 jackpots, 4 $250 payout special games, 15 regular games that will pay out at $125. And there'll be a basket raffle, an all-back game. We'll have early bird games, cash door prizes, lots of fun. So we'll be pre-selling tickets to that. The tickets will be available at the shelter for sale, and we'll only be selling 120 of them. So we're really looking forward to this Groundhog Day Super Bingo. It'll be a good time, and I encourage folks to consider supporting the shelter and coming out and having a good time with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's February 2nd. It is on actual Groundhog Day?
It is on actual Groundhog Day.
There you go.
How about
There you
that?
go. And no groundhogs for adoption at the shelter.
No.
You've got plenty of other animals.
We do. Lots of cats and dogs.
One of the things that you are doing nowadays is an online raffle as well.
Yeah.
You do those. Are those monthly?
We actually started doing them at the beginning of November, and we're on our fourth and fifth online raffle right now. We just started that on Monday. So they go kind of quickly. So I encourage folks to check our website. They'll see links to the online raffles. So right now we're actually doing 2 cash raffles. One is the $1,000 Christmas cash giveaway, and the other one is the $500 holiday bucks giveaway. So they're there. We only sell 220 chances for each. The $1,000 Christmas cash giveaway, it's $10 a chance. The $500 holiday bucks cash giveaway, it's $5 a chance. So it's a great way to support the shelter and have a chance to win, in this case, some money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nice. So they can do that just by going on the website.
It's purely on the website. It's online, and it's easy to do.
Which is?
The website is incohumanesociety.com, or you can just Google it, Indiana County Humane Society, and it'll come up.
All right. Hey, we have to move on, but I know that you wanted to take a moment on the day before Thanksgiving to offer some thanks.
Oh, most certainly. First of all, Todd, thank you for letting us come on every month and do our podcast with you. I really enjoy this time, but I also want to let you know that we're thankful every day at the shelter for our volunteers, for our staff, for the people in our community who support us and that believe in our mission to care for rescued and abandoned and surrendered animals. And you know, we are the voice of these animals, and I'm just so grateful for all the love that they give back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So thanks to everybody. Folks who make donations, folks who volunteer their time, the employees, and everybody involved at the Indiana County Humane Society. Thanks to you, Beth Finegan, for coming in to visit with us again today, too.
Thank you so much, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Boomer Sports, brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.